Welcome to this edition of Meet the Mustangs. Joining us today, head football coach for Western New Mexico, Adam Clark. Coach, welcome to Meet the Mustangs.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Well, you're in the middle of your season, but before we talk about how things are going and what you expect, we've welcomed you to Western New Mexico before on the radio, but welcome to Western New Mexico for the YouTube watchers.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Coach, you came here, of course, as defensive coordinator, and then you got the position as head coach very quickly after that. You've had a lot of success in your career, I believe. 8 of 9 seasons, you've had 8 or more wins as a player or coach. You've had a bunch of conference titles. What was it about Western New Mexico that attracted you here?
There were a few key things that I really thought were in place that would kind of lay the foundation for being successful here. A couple of them were really the location. I thought is actually pretty dang good in terms of being in a southern location where it's warm. Another big part of it being that it's close to Phoenix and Southern California in terms of Division II universities. It's in a location that allows access to a pretty good recruiting pool there. So that was a big part of it as well. And we have good scholarship money, and those are some of the main things that I thought were the foundation why we could be successful.
And you've brought in some good players. I mean, you haven't had a lot of time. You came here spring semester last year. Is it starting to pan out that you're starting to get some contacts and seeing that recruiting pool that they're starting to recognize Western New Mexico as you show up?
Yeah, it's been good right now. Last night I talked to 4 or 5 young men from Southern California, and they're all very good players and they're all interested. It's really part of it is just that there aren't Division IIs in California or in Phoenix. There isn't a lot of opportunity for guys, and there's a ton of people. So it really can be a good opportunity for those guys in terms of what we can do with our scholarship money, the cost of attendance here, and again, being close to home. It can be a pretty good opportunity for those guys. And like you said, last February and March, I got here after signing day. We didn't have a lot of time, but we got some high quality players out of Southern California. And again, I know we can continue to do that and do it in Phoenix and then get better at recruiting here in state as well. And, again, it's kind of where it all starts. You got to have some good players if you want to compete. And again, I think we can get them here. You've
also got a pretty good coaching staff with you right now. That's pretty important as well.
Oh yeah. That's those are the two parts. You need good players, but you need good coaches to coach them and get them going in the right direction. And I'm very happy with the group we have here. I think they're good people. I think they work hard. And again, they're right on board with me in terms of how we want to do this thing, the type of kids we want here. And they're willing to put in the effort and the time to do what's necessary to be successful.
Well, I can tell you one thing, and I've told you this before, Coach, there's such a huge turnaround in the atmosphere, the attitude of the kids. They seem excited to even go to practice, more so than they have been, so that's a credit to you. Let's talk about how the season's gone so far. A couple of rough games, obviously playing in Division I, and then we always have hiccups in the season at Colorado Mines, but are you pleased with the progress so far?
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to figure it out. I think we're starting to figure it out. I think our practices have become more consistent in terms of effort and attention to detail and focus and those type of things. We definitely are a better practice team now than we were, a month ago. We are continuing to get better. Again, yeah, there's a couple. The Fort Lewis game is a tough one. We really believe we could have won that football game, and to go play Mines, just to play as poorly as we did was disappointing. But the big thing from this season that I really give our players credit for is they had a number of opportunities where they could have folded their tents a little bit, where they could have got frustrated, again, especially after losing that close game to Fort Lewis and then playing so poorly at Mines, and being down 10-0 to Mesa. There's a number of times they've had the chance to kind of crawl into a shell, but they haven't done that. They've listened to what we said and continued to fight, continue to stay together, and shown good resiliency and a good ability to fight through adversity. That I've been really, really proud of them for that so far.
Well, that shows also game half to half. A lot of good second half performances for your team when they could have folded.
Yep, we came back out and played hard even in the 2 games where we were kind of out of it. I told them I didn't care about the score. I cared about them getting better, and they have an opportunity to go play football for another half, and they have to go out there and get better if we don't want those type of outcomes to continue to happen. And they listened, and again, I give them credit for coming out and continuing to play hard, and they've done a good job.
Well, Coach, you've got a few more games left, some tough competition. What do you expect for the rest of the season?
Definitely, the back end of our schedule is pretty loaded with some very good teams. Adams is a good team that we have coming up this week. Highlands has struggled, but again, you don't take anything for granted. It's a state rivalry. There'll always be emotions and it'll be a tough game there. And the two Nebraska schools are obviously always at the top of the conference and very good. And Pueblo is playing great as well. So it's going to be tough, but at least the big thing is, again, I think we progressed, and we're at a point if we can continue to do what we're doing on defense in terms of stopping the run and not giving up big plays in the pass game, that we can keep ourselves in it. And offensively, if we can continue to run the football and be physical and get big plays in the pass game here and there, we can hang in there and have a chance against anyone. It's just a matter of us going out and playing consistent, playing disciplined, not turning the ball over, just playing good, solid football. I think talent-wise, we have the ability to match up pretty well. We just have to continue to learn how to play and play the game the right way.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck, not only this year, but in the future years as you continue to rebuild this program and get it in the right direction.
Thank you very much. I definitely think we can do that, and I appreciate all the support and look forward to doing that.
Well, folks, WNMUathletics.com. Check out the schedule. Come see us when we're on the road. I know Coach will be glad to see the fans, and you'll be glad you did. Great group of guys and good coaching staff. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.